Good morning. Very cold, no, not very cold, but very wet, dark day here in Melbourne. So I've had to have all the lights on. So hopefully you can see okay. It does look like it's nighttime pretty much. It looks like it's dusk. Anyway, so we're going to get into a lot of waist today. And I mentioned yesterday that I'll be doing a similar class on Monday that I'm going to be doing today. So if you like this class, join me again on Monday. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to spread our toes and have our ankles, knees and hips stacked on top of one another, our shoulders down away from the ears and our hands onto your lower abdominals. So take a breath in through your nose and out through the mouth. Now when you're breathing out, you're going to make sure that your tummy moves in towards the spine. We keep our shoulders relaxed the whole time. So in through the nose and sighing out. One more like that. The wind is picking up too. It's a very different day than it was at the start of the day. Inhale through the nose. Left for my walk about 7:30. A little bit of drizzle, but it wasn't dark, and now it's like it's turning into night. And it's only 9:30 in the morning. Do it again. One more breath in through the nose. Exhale and bring the arms down. So inhale, arms rising up. Exhale and take your arms to the side. Inhale, arms shift forward. Getting us used to movement with breath. Exhale to the side. Inhale, arms lift up. And then we're going to exhale and bring your arms straight down in front. Come up onto the balls of the feet. We stay lifted. Exhale, arms come to the side. Inhale, arms shift forward. Exhaling out to the side. Inhale, arms lift. And then come down into your knees, lowering yourself down. Your hands come down. Stay here just in the legs. Arms on their own. Moving with the breath. Exhale out. Inhale, arms come forward. Exhaling out to the side. Inhale, arms lift up. And then exhale, come down a little bit more into those legs. And again, just arms. And that makes the legs burn a little bit more. And if you joined me yesterday, your legs will probably be hurting in this position. We did so much leg work. Exhale to the side. Inhale, arms up. Come down a fraction more. And then let's just do one more time. So inhale, lifting up. Exhale, arms to side. Inhale, arms move forward. Exhaling out to the side. Inhale, arms rise. And then come down that little bit further. Good, so come on up and lower the heels down. And we're going to get into some some waist stuff. Now you might feel some strain in your shoulders because your arms are going to be up. So if at any stage you feel like you need to, arms can just cross over your chest. So we've got our legs, just turn it around, a bit wider than hip width distance, that's important. Our arms come up. We're going to start by working our right waist. So take a breath in, move to the left. Hold here to breathe in, and then exhale, come back up. So hold to breathe in, exhale, move down. Now we're keeping very stable, weight in both legs is even. Come back up, exhale. Inhale to hold, exhale, move on down. Keeping our arms narrow, hold here. Exhale, come back up. Hold to breathe in. Now yesterday the girls were pretty quiet upstairs. They were here on their own, and pretty soon my husband needs to leave to go to work, so they're going to be there on their own for probably the majority of the class. And I'm hoping they won't make too much noise. Yesterday, the little buggers, I didn't realise they had taken my tablet. That's why they were so silent. They were watching cartoons. They're never allowed to watch anything in the morning, so they were really naughty. But they were silent. But today, they're not going to be watching the tablet. So we're going to make this a little bit more intense. So we're going to move down the same way, but push your hip out to the right. And then hold it there, breath in, and then exhale, come back up. And just doing that little modification makes the exercise way more challenging. So hip goes out as we move down, hold to breathe in, and then exhale, come back up. Hold breath in, move on down, hip goes out. Hold it, and then come on up again. Hold breath in, move on down, hip goes out. It's really hard that coming back up part. So you've got to hold your belly in to protect your back. One more like that, and we'll give the arms a mini break. The waist will keep going. And how's it going to keep going? We're going to get into a balance. So we're going to bring our hands onto your waist, turn your left foot outward, and then move your body down, lifting up your right foot. Flex the foot. No se salten arriba. Inhale, pull the knee in. Exhale and push the foot away. Inhale, pull the knee in. I'm sorry, I have a feeling when they jump, even though they're far away from the screen, it can make the reception go. I was actually talking to a neighbour yesterday, and she said it could be because we're in a bit of a dip, our houses are down in a bit of a valley, that could affect the reception too. Feel that tightening here? Hope so. It's all in your waist. 2 more. And bring it back in to feet hip width, a bit wider than hip width distance apart. Sorry, but arms are coming straight back up. Breath in, no hip movement, move to the right. Left side, we're working. Hold your breath in, exhale, come up. Hold to breathe in, exhale and move down. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Hold breath in and come back up. So remember, we're pushing weight into the left foot as well as into the right foot. So you want to push down to the left, and that will get you working into your left side more. And then come back up. So we've got quite a few of these before we start to push our hip out. Hold breath in, exhale and come back up. So we were meant to be travelling next month, as I've mentioned, and I got in touch with the hotel in Guayaquil a long time ago when all this virus started, just asking if they'd be flexible to cancel my booking because of obviously the virus, and they said no. But then I got an email from them today saying because of restrictions becoming more tightened, I guess you could say, in Ecuador, they've cancelled the booking. So that's lucky for me in the sense that I'll get my money back, because otherwise they weren't going to give me my money back. Now I'm just waiting on the airline to cancel the flights, which they still haven't done, which I just find ridiculous. But it's a waiting game. If I cancel, no money back. Let's come down, and this time we push our left hip out to the left. Hold breath in, and then exhale, come back up. Hold to breathe in. Exhale, come on down, push the hip out. Hold breath in, and then exhale, come back up. Do a few more like this. So push the hip out, coming on down. Hold breath in, and come back up. Remember, I know the arms are getting a caning as well, but they will have a mini break when we get into our balance in a moment. Just 2 more. Last one. Then we're getting into that side balance. And I've got lots more side balances coming your way. This is just the first lot of them. So hands come onto your waist, turning your right foot out, lifting off your left. Wow. Exhale. Flex the foot. Inhale, pull it in. Exhale, push away. Feeling that contraction as you push the legs away. Inhale, coming in. Exhale as you drive the heel away. I'm feeling my bottom from yesterday. They were good exercises. It's always nice to feel like you've worked. 1 more. All right, come on up. Now we're going to get into some balances very shortly, but I'd like you to first take your legs out pretty wide. They're as wide as your wingspan when your arms come out. That's as wide as I want them. We're going to be doing an exercise that works your back, but it's also going to be working your waist. So you're going to be tipping forward. Now you're not doing this and dropping your head down. That's really bad form. You've got to have your body, like an L, but the legs are obviously wide. So straight back, straight legs. Arms come out to the side, and all you're doing is twisting from the waist. One arm goes up or one arm goes to the diagonal. Inhale, come center, and then twist. Yeah. Keep the belly braced. I'm actually keeping my arm that's coming down just straight so that we're pretty much taking our arms to the vertical. Using your breath to twist you. A few more times. We're going to do one more each way, drawing in that belly to support your back and to work the waist. All right, bring the arms down, bend the knees, and just work yourself out of that. So you should find that your arms have had a bit of a break so that we can get into our waist balances, and hopefully it won't hurt you too much. It will hurt a bit though. Come over to the side. We're in our star. So just turn your heart open. Take the leg back slightly, and that will get you into your waist a little bit more. So you'll be feeling this in your right waist. If you have a quick feel, rock solid, it feels so good. I think your body could feel like that all the time, right? I don't know, some people like feeling a bit soft. I'm not one of those people, I like the hard feel. 2 more. So bring in the legs straight, cross over to the other side, and lift up. Hard. He doesn't get soft. I remember when he had an accident when we were living back in Galapagos, and he couldn't move for 5 weeks. He was in a neck brace, and he was pretty much in the apartment the whole time, just lying in the bed or eating meals. And he was eating pretty well, and he lost weight instead of putting on weight. That's genetically lucky. 2 more. So straighten that leg out, bring yourself back down. Hands come back onto your waist again. Now we're going to take ourselves into that balance that we did earlier. So flex the foot. Inhale, pull the knee in. Exhale, push the foot away. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, push away. As you push away, you're feeling that contraction, tightening, everything coming in, like you're pulling your tummy in to try and tighten a corset. Do 2 more. Bottom. I recommend doing yesterday's workout if you didn't do it yesterday, because you'll feel that great tightening in the butt. Lowering down, inhale, pull the knee in. Exhale, push the foot away. My husband's just about to leave for work. Hola. 2 more. What is that? And let's come on down. This time your arms are coming back up again. We're lifting up. And now we're going to do movement with the legs. So breath to prepare, and then move the leg back. Now these balloons I've had in the cupboard for 4 years. I know better now to not buy balloons because of how bad they are for the environment. So these ones burst pretty quick because they're almost fragile because they've been in the cupboard so long. But I thought it could distract them while we work out. 2 more. All right, let's change sides. So come on down, lift on up, breath in, and then move the leg back. So the legs are moving. I'll take mine up higher than your head. ¿Qué cosa? ¿Tienes que ir al polvo? ¿Cómo? Pero no demasiado. No. Pronto se subirá. Tú quieres también. All right, bring the hands down onto the waist again. So I'm really overloading these balances for the waist. And of course, balancing automatically gets your core contracted. So flex foot, inhale, bring it in. This is the last round of these ones. And then we'll just do one more lot of stars as well before we do our triangle. Our tree. Mariana. So she's dizzy, she's doing some spins. 2 more. So bringing it on in, change to the other side, tipping it down, flexing the foot, inhale, pull knee in. Ciao, Mobendi. The garage is about. Hay que despedir, papi. Sí, con cuidado con los carros. ourselves back up. So to say goodbye to those exercises, just the last lot here. So we're going to take the leg back again, but then it's going to lift a fraction, exhaling. A little bit more than a fraction. No van a salir. Pardon? Keep this going. Separate the toes of your supporting foot. 4 more. And change sides. So bring the leg back to center, lifting up, taking the leg back, and then rise it up. Ana, si tú subes, tú puedes jugar con mi polvo. Ayúdala con su globo, por favor. For me on this side, I don't see the vision when it freezes, so I don't know if it's happening for you. I sincerely hope it isn't, but from my end, I can't tell when it happens. Ciao, ciao. 2 more. All right, bringing it on in, bring the arms down, and let's just do our tree pose. That should feel like a nice release in those shoulders. And then we're going to come onto our knees, continue with waist. So digging the heel in, opening the knee out, belly stays braced. You can have your hands to either heart, third eye, or we lift. Shoulders stay relaxed. We've already started working our core quite intensely, so you might feel quite stable, and in fact, you could probably try testing it by looking up. But if you feel, oh no, I don't have that stability just yet, we're going to repeat this later, so you can look up then. So gently bring your arms down, release that foot, and we'll come to the other side. I've got a really bad neck this morning. I woke up very stiff from the way that I slept. Sleeping with my little one, she makes me hug her and puts me in very strange positions just to be hugging her, and my arms often up here, or, you know. So I think that's the cause of the neck strain today. Hopefully it will loosen out as the class continues. 2 more breaths here. So we're going to just gently bring our arms down. I'm going to move the screen, and then we're going to come onto our knees, still facing forward. I don't want to push it down too much because then it will cut my head off when we do come onto our knees. So I'm going to just move myself forward, and hopefully head doesn't get cut off. Okay, so we're going to start with our right side. So everything that we do is going to be attacking the right, then we'll repeat for our left. If you don't have a soft mat underneath your mat like I do, fold your mat a few times, maybe triple it, so that you've got the padding underneath. So start with our left foot out, and we have our foot pointed towards the screen, hands on top of your thigh, arm lifts, and the arm stays close to your ear. It's a long sequence, it gets progressively more challenging. So breath to prepare, move down, exhale. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, move it down. Now, very important when we're doing the side exercises, because they can get quite intense for your back, is to make sure that you're contracting your tummy in. And if you are somebody that has a delicate back, generally speaking, just don't make the movement as big. So you could stop here rather than going down further. Okay? Exhale as you come down. Inhale as you lift it up. A few more. It's lovely hearing the rain, but poor husband riding to work. 2 more. He said the shops were really busy yesterday, and I assume they'll be busy again today for Mother's Day tomorrow, but gosh, people, be safe. Hold this one here. Bring the leg in, not the arm down. Open the legs out wider than the hips, and then both arms up. Breath in, move the same way. Hold here, breath in, so push into your right knee, and then come on up. So now we're only moving on the out breath. Hold here, exhale, move down. Hold to breathe in, exhale and move it up. Feel that pull through that right side, it's great. Hold, hold, hold. Exhale, come up. Don't itch your nose, not inside, the top of the nose. They say don't touch your face, but you can't help it. 2 more. Last one, and then we're going to take our right foot out, and we're not going to let our arms come down. I know they want to have a break. You can cross them over your chest, but if you can resist it, keep them up. So bring your left knee under you, your right foot's going out, and you turn your toes forward, and then you're moving down to the side. Now just stop here. Shoulders stay in. We're not moving just yet. I will give you a tiny modification soon though, if you want it. In fact, I'm going to give your arms a break first. So your bottom arm comes forward and just has a touch of your waist, feeling nice and tight there on the right side. Right arm goes behind you. And so here comes the modification if you want it. You're going to just rotate your bottom shoulder forward and your top shoulder back. And you're just having a feel on that abdominal area, nice and tight. If you want more, this is your option. Arms shoot back. It's all about the right waist. Not too bad. Open the arms and land the hand down. And we're going to push into your right foot quite intensely. Spotlight on my face. And then your arm is going over towards, well, basically a long line from your foot all the way up to your fingers. Now you don't want to take your weight off your knee. You do want to take your weight off your hand. Lift it up. Feel that pull right side. Now fingertips down. Arm goes straight. Lift onto the toe or off your foot completely, and then lift onto your fingertips and then just come off. So now you're finding your balance point on your left knee and you feel that tightening in through the waist. Two more here. We've got a quick transition. Come to the other side onto a side plank. Now we're going to have our knee down to start, and what happens is you feed the arm through, you're looking down. Lifting up, feed the arm through. I'm going to go straight after this one into the extended version, which means the legs are stacked, and then continue. The reason I don't want to pause much in between is because I want that right side to stay working the whole time, and you can feel it, right? I'll give you a stretch before we get to the other side, I promise you that. They're making a lot more noise than they did yesterday. Do two more, and then we're going to stretch before we do the other side. Ooh. All right, team. So let's bring the knee down, have a seat. You can be upright if you don't like sitting down, and then just feel that side, the difference. Tighter, bit of a work to do. So let's reach over, have a stretch, and push your weight into your right side, and just enjoy that luxurious stretch for your waist. Oh, feels lovely. And then change to the other side, please. And then give your arms a bit of a break. So firstly, just lace your fingers behind and pull down those shoulders. And now let's just give the arm a stretch. One arm comes over. Can you hear the rain? Other side. If it gets heavier, I suspect you will be able to if you can't now. I'm mainly talking to people that aren't in Melbourne because everyone in Melbourne's going to hear the rain. So we're going to repeat everything on the other side. So we've worked everything to work the right side. Now we have to work everything to work the left. So we actually start with our right foot out. Hand on, arm straight, close to your ear the whole time. Breath to prepare, move down. Inhale, bring it up. Now if you just join me, I would recommend doing the replay because we've done one side already and you will be completely uneven if you just do this side now. And that makes me think of Irene, because Irene from Malaysia, hello, you always come in late to my classes. So at least when you're doing a replay, you can be even. Not Irene from South Africa, hello to you too. That's Irene South Africa that comes to my class to do Pilates, not the Irene from South Africa that helps my husband study English. There's two of them in our lives. Two more. Last one, and then we're going to add on. So team, keep this arm lifted. Leg comes in a bit wider than hip width distance apart again. Both arms are up. Breath in, move the same way. Exhale. Hold breath in, and then exhale, come back up. So now we're only moving with the exhalation. Oh, it's Ellie. Hello, darling. Can't see what you've written yet. I'll have to get closer to the screen, but don't let yourself be uneven. Exhale, come down. Yeah, don't start now. I would recommend you do the replay because we're working the waist and we've already done the other side. So please, please, as much as I love you to watch me live stream, sign out and start from the get-go. We'll do yesterday's class, and then do this later today. Do 2 more, please. Last one. Okay, so we're going to keep our arms up. We're placing our hip over the right foot, left foot goes out, and we'll turn the toes forward and then move on down. So we're staying here. Like I said, in the other side, we'll get a mini break for our arms soon, so try not to go anywhere. Just feel that lengthening coming from your waist, and you've got to reach long with your fingers down to your toes. So listen team, right arm comes under, left arm goes behind, and then if you want, you stay here, otherwise open your shoulder with me. So the top shoulder goes back, so your chest, your heart is going upward. Feel that tightness here. 4 more. So just to repeat, you might feel uneven if you haven't done the other side. So just make sure you go back and do the replay and do the other side after. So hand comes up. Almost forgot. Feel that tightening, it's burning, right? 4 more breaths. Okay, so open the arms out, find your mat. Now we're going to just push into your left foot quite intensely and then take your left arm over, and you feel that pull right down your waist. So as you're pushing into your foot, weight in the knee, lift off your arm. Breathe. Shaking is normal. 2 more. Fingertips down. Lift on up with your top arm onto your big toes, or better yet, lift off, and then walk your fingers away until you can lift off. So you're balancing on your right knee, working your left waist. Breathe it. We've only got 1 more exercise after this, and then you can have a nice break again. Flip on over, plank. Knee down to start. Looking up, bring the arm through, exhale. Inhale, lift it up, and then exhale, bring it through. Stack the feet if you can, and continue. Inhale, rising up, exhale, and bring it through. So if you find it hard to watch your fingers as they move back, just don't do the looking, but ideally you want to try and stack your feet if possible. Do a few more. Then we're going to have a seat. I have to get close to the screen to breathe. Do 1 more and I'll give you a stretch. Okay, so bring the knee down, have a seat, and let's just stretch out. And I'll start you with a stretch for your waist. So just reaching over, and I'll have a quick read. And then go to the other side. And then we'll just give our arms a bit of a stretch. So left arm comes over. Relax those shoulders down. And then the other arm. And then we're going to give our neck a stretch. Had a bit of an incident yesterday happen to me as I was going for a walk with my girls in the afternoon. I'll tell you what, if you're parents of teenage boys, put a leash on them. Not all of them. I'm sure there's lovely ones out there, but these boys that I encountered yesterday were not lovely kind. Let's have a seat, and I'm going to turn sideways. We're going to get into some boat poses that are going to work your waist even more, and then we're going to do stretches in between each one, because with the stretches, basically you'll loosen up and you'll be able to continue. If I continue them, you might get a sore back, and I don't want that. So arms come forward, shoulders relax, and then come back. Now go back only as far as it feels comfortable for you. If you're back here, feel any strain in your back, you've got to sit up higher. So thinking of these boys that I encountered yesterday, we're going to get into a boxing style move. So we're going, long story short, there were 4 boys in a group together, about 15, 16-year-olds, and I was walking with my girls to the local school to give food to the chickens. And these boys decided to be smartasses, and I'm the wrong person really to be a smartass with, because I don't shut up, I don't back down. Probably should. But anyway, once they started swearing at me, I was just like, what's wrong with you, you know? Gave it back to them. The boy, one of them, threw his drink on me, McDonald's drink. I was furious, I was so furious. I had the girls in the pram. Anyway, I turn around with girls in the pram to chase them down, because I don't have a mobile to try and find where they're going, but they ran like scaredy cats, absolutely scaredy cats. A little bit of investigation work on my part. I said to the police, look, because you don't want to have a drink thrown on you, especially with coronavirus going around. I told them the times that they would have been in the McDonald's, because they passed me initially on the way up, and then I saw them coming back with the McDonald's, and that's when they threw the drink on me. 2 more. Anyway, come on up, have a bit of a stretch, and then I realised they probably go to the local high school. So after I called the police, which it is an assault, that's why I called the police, I rang the high school, and I tracked the boys down, and they go to the local high school. So I rang the police back again, and they're like, oh, we're just going through the vision at the McDonald's. And I said, well, I know who they are. So I'm really looking forward today, or maybe Monday, to hear back from the police to see what happens. Because kids can't get away with it. They're not brought up as well as they used to be. There was always bratty kids back then, but they're more so now. And then today on my walk, I was thinking, I'd really like to go and meet them face to face at the school and just have a chat, just to talk to them, because one day they're not going to be young dickheads anymore. They're going to actually be members of the society, contributing. Anyway, bring the hands in, and we're going side to side. Anyway, needless to say, my girls thought it was the most exciting adventure, running after these boys who were running away from us. And I'm running with the pram trying to catch them. And one of them stopped and gave us the moon, and they thought that was hilarious, because they'd never seen that happen before. So it was an adventure. Can't say my life's ever dull. Ellie, you probably know, you've got 4 kids, less dull than mine. A few more. So you want to feel that twist from the waist. Keep the shoulders relaxed. A few more. That's the one time I wish I had a mobile, so I could have taken the photo, but it didn't matter. It worked out well. The vice principal with whom I spoke, she knew exactly who I was talking about when I talked to her. And stop there. Come on up, have a stretch. Do you feel that in your waist, in your deep core? I'm not trying to just distract you with my story so that you don't feel the pain. I'm also just venting a little bit. It feels nice to get it off my chest. I wish that I could hear you guys talk to me as well. Some of you might be saying, you idiot, why would you run after 4 teenage boys? Yes, idiot. Some of you might be saying, good on you. Some of you might be saying, shut up and let us concentrate on the exercise, but you know, this is me. So one more exercise here for your waist. Arms come forward, shoulders stay relaxed, move on back. Remember, you don't have to go back as far, you can sit up taller. And this one is a little bit of a pulse. You need to imagine that there's a barrier here, and your arms can't go down past the barrier, but they can hit the barrier. It looks like this. So they sort of bounce off the barrier to try and find a point that they can break through, but they can't break through. Tap, center, tap, center. Shoulders relaxed. A few more times. this is a fast breath because the move's fast. Not always using a fast breath, but some of these exercises call for it. 8, 7, 4 more. And stop there. Good. Come on up and let's have a last stretch. Again, the legs stay straight and we reach to them. So good job. We've done a lot of waist. We've been doing nothing pretty much but waist this whole time. So now what we're going to do is get into a little bit of front abs, and then we're going to finish with some back before we come up to standing to work a little bit more in terms of balance work. So I'm going to keep the screen where it is just so that in the hope that it won't but then I can't see it. So I'm just going to move it down just a fraction, sorry. Right, basic abdominal strengtheners to begin. So toes are together, pointed up, chin tucks into the chest, head and shoulders lifted, hold behind the head or behind the neck. Breath to prepare, exhale, rise up. Inhale, bring it back, exhale and rise it up. So you're looking at your tummy, see them moving down as you rise. It's a lot of movement upstairs, but there's not a lot of sound. I said they could play with my powder. Before I wax my legs, I put talcum powder on just to dry the legs out, and they think that's the most amazing thing that they can do is put talcum powder on themselves. So I said they can play with it. You know, once every 3 months I wax my legs, if that. Not because I don't have the hair, I'm just lazy. 2 more. Check your tummy move down as you rise. I went through years and years of lasering. Obviously that didn't work if I still have to wax. Come on up, exhale. And then come back halfway and then stop again, lifting up. So just to the halfway point, rising up. See the tummy move down as you're lifting. My daughters were playing with chalk outside yesterday. That will all be washed away now with this rain. I always make sure they don't do it under cover. They do it sort of further away so that when the rain does come, it gets washed away. 2 more. And then we're going to go even smaller, okay? So come up to sticking point as you exhale, centimetre back, and then rise again. Just do 4 more. Tiny move, you're feeling that tension in the gut, right? They're coming back down. Wonder if I haven't heard any exploding balloons, so they must still have them. Bring the arms forward, shoulders stay relaxed. Oh, they put on dresses. Come on up, very slow. Shoulders relaxed and come back halfway. Bracing the belly. Now if you can, what we're going to do is lift the legs halfway or all the way up, and all you're doing is crossing one leg behind. Ooh. Hermosa. Y con los aretes tenemos toda la pantalla. Wow. 8, 7, 6, 5, 7, bonitas. And stop the legs, bring them back down, and then very gently we're just going to roll on back. Próximo vestido es que ropa de natación. Okay, arms and legs away. And just have a quick stretch. We're going to get into some lower abdominals, and these will have a little bit of benefit for your waist as well. So flex foot. Take one leg away as you exhale. Stop there. Inhale, open. Exhale and close. Inhale, open. Exhale and close. Inhale, open. Exhale and close. A few more. And then after these lower abs, we're only going to do a couple of planks, and that will be it in terms of abs, and then we'll get into our back component. So bring the legs in, take the other leg away, hold, inhale, open, exhale and close. Hopefully the screen didn't get fuzzy when they were down here. That's the best thing that they can do. They go and change their outfit while I'm teaching. That's wonderful. And that Alba's been trained pretty well that she actually has to put everything away once she gets it out so that the room is not a mess when I go up there. 2 more. All right, bring the leg in. Use both your knees to roll yourself up, and we're going to actually flip over into plank onto your elbows. Right, so we've got a straight body, legs zip them up, weight push it back. Stay here. Your abs are going to be hurting, but we haven't worked the front. But what we're going to do is going to hurt. So we're going to take one arm into the center. We're going to stack our legs and take your arm away. You can be on your knee if you need to. Why are we taking the arm away? Because the knee and elbow, the knee and elbow are going to come towards each other. Keep it going. All about the waist. 3 more. All right, stop there. Come onto your elbows. So good. Weight in the heels. Seeing they're distracted, I'm going to take the class and make it a little bit longer. Why not? Hopefully you can manage the time too. Usually it's hard to do more than the 45-minute mark, but they're distracted. So it's good. Let's do it. 2 more. So take yourself to the other side. Now, sorry about my back that you're seeing. Arm extends, elbow and knee together. Keep driving the hips up. Use your breath. 4 more. Back to the center, please. Staying strong. So because we're on our elbows, shoulders staying relaxed, you might feel quite stable here. Not pain in the wrist like we usually have. So what we're going to do is just alternate lifting heels, not high. Change sides. Just 2 more. And knees down, toes together. Sit back and have a stretch. ¿No cambiaron ropa? Yeah. So we're going to get into our back, like I said, and this time we will be up on our hands. That's why I wanted to save them before. But we're not going to be moving our arms in these back exercises. So you have the option to be on your knuckles. Anda con el ropa. Okay, so we've got our hands underneath the shoulder. Take one leg away. Flex the foot. Point the toes, sorry. Breath in and lift up. I don't know why she's coming naked. That's definitely not what I want her to do on video, but you know what? She's 2.
And I'm 5.
¿Puedes poner ropa?
No.
Ropa de natación.
No.
Oh, medias, qué frío. Zapatos, por lo menos. Lifting and lowering. ¿Puedes poner algo? Porque está tan frío. Anda poner ropa, por favor. Alright, so the legs moving to the diagonal. And then back in. Ana, zapatos por lo menos. ¿Por qué no existe esto? Nuts. They're nuts. 2 more. Now this one, hold it on the diagonal and then lift up. So this is the one that your waist is going to be filling it in. You've got the leg on the diagonal and you're lifting on. Anda poner ropa, por favor. Yeah. Ayúdame. Finally, they're going to go put some clothes on. No, ropa, mi amor. Está frío. Toca sus pies, son como hielo. 4 more. Alright, straighten it out, lower it down, take the other leg away, pointed toe, lift and lower. I know, I mean, look, I think it's pretty harmless to have her just that short amount of time. I don't think anyone's going to use her image. I would hope not. I mean, we're very sensitive these days because there are lots of predators out there, but I'm sure she's fine. Tummy muscle squeezed on. Nothing moves except for that leg. Now to the diagonal, move it out. And then bring it in, go again. So this is all about that back, yeah? After this, we'll do upper back, and our arms will have no weight on them, so it should be fine for you. 2 more. This next one goes out and holds it out, and then lift on the diagonal. Shoulders stay relaxed. I didn't mention that earlier, but always relax the neck. Four more. All right, straighten it out, lower it down, open the knees out, toes together, and then sit back. Ooh, really nice release up there for the lower back. And now, like I said, stay down. I'm just going to move my mat back so you can see me. So I'm going to come onto my knees and hopefully not have my head cut off. So when you're ready, come up onto your knees, and your knees are wider than your hips. Angle it the other way, I think is best. And what you're going to do is you're going to be tipping forward from your hip. So tipping forward, and your feet will automatically lift off. If they don't, it's fine. Just, I don't want you to fall forward. Arms come up. Inhale, shoot them up on an angle. And then exhale, bring them back, shoulder blades together, like you're squeezing juice in between your shoulders. So I mentioned yesterday that my girls and I were going to bake some cookies, which we did after the class. I never make cookies. I never have butter in the house, but I had butter for the specific reason to make these cookies. Butter is 250 grams. This recipe called for 225 grams of butter. Oh my gosh. When I ate so much of it, felt like a pig after. It had chocolate in it. I can eat chocolate again now without having breathing problems. But I wish I couldn't in a way, because I feel better when I don't eat it. Yeah, my husband really liked it. The girls weren't such fans of it. They said too many nuts. That made it healthier. 2 more. This next one's going to go back and hold. Relax the shoulders and just pulse back. Brace the belly. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Now listen, team, we're going to come up to standing, so have a quick drink if you need it. We're going to do a couple more balances, and then we're going to do some stretching to work to release in the waist a little bit after all these exercises that we've done. So take your time getting up if you feel like you're going to get dizzy. So we're already on our knees, so the likelihood of getting dizzy is not as high as if you're coming from lying down to straight up. All right, so a bit of balancing to finish. Right foot, hold on to the inside part of it. Bring your knees together. Arm lifts up. So you can stay here or join me in our dancer's pose. So we're tipping forward and we're elevating our back foot as high as you can as you reach in through with your hand. Now don't let go of your foot. Move yourself to the side angle and then keep your foot up high, let it go into your high stance. 4 more breaths. And bring it on in. Nice work. So we're holding on to the inside of your left now. Arm elevates, shoulders stay relaxed. So you can stay here. Tip through. I hope that pitter patter of the feet is not making the reception bad for you guys. So feeling that pull through the leg as you're lifting it up. Now just rotate yourself sideways. And then when you're ready, let the foot go. Arms are up high. This is our high star. Feet together. Bring the arm down. Let's get into our challenging balance. So left arm out, right knee up. And take it out to the side. So you can stay here Or if you can pick up the foot and take your leg out, please try that. Two more. All right, bring it on in, lower it down, change. The knee comes up, arm goes out. So you're staying here, or pick up the foot and shoot it outward. Try and relax your shoulders. I've been doing this a few times in the last week, this balance, because I want us to get better at it. It's one of the ones that if you've got flexibility, it's sort of easier. For those of us who have less flexibility in certain areas, and that's more of a challenge. So right foot into our tree, then we'll do a stretch for our waist. So hands to heart, third eye, or we lift. Keep your shoulders down, and we work quite a bit of the core, lots of sides, a bit of front, a bit of back. Should feel stable enough to look up now. Keep separating the toes of your supporting foot. So gently bring the arms down, releasing that foot. Go to the other side. So heel in, knee out, belly braced, hands to heart, third eye uplifted. Next week, I'm not sure how many days my husband will be working. He's else, but you still have to come in and work whenever we call you. So I don't know how it will be with the kids next week, but I'll still be continuing. That's for sure. 2 more breaths here. So bring the arms down. What you're going to do is you're going to bring your right foot behind your left, crossing the legs. Then you're pushing onto your left hip and your right arm goes up. And you're feeling a nice release all the way down through your waist. You can try and look up past your armpit. Okay, come on out of that. Let's change sides. So now you've got your left foot behind, right arm pushing out, left arm pushing over, eye gaze going up. So bring the arm down. Just do some shoulder rolls with your feet hip width is apart. So if you're a mama out there, I wish you the very happiest of Mother's Day tomorrow. If you've got a mother, don't forget her. She'll be thinking of you if you're not living in the same house, and she'll, I'm sure, be missing you. So call her or do a drive-by. Head over to the side, rest on. I'm lucky that I'm with my girls tomorrow, and I'm going to go do a walk with my mum, keeping the distance, but we'll at least be together. Head over to the other side. Thanks so much for sticking with me today, and sorry if the stories were annoying you, but I had to get it off my chest. Have a lovely day, and I will see you on Monday. Bye.